Today we are going to look at the story The 100 Dresses by Eleanor Estes. The main characters of the story are Wanda Petronsky, Peggy and Maddie. So three of them are friends and classmates. Now this story it's based on a true experience of the author about a girl who is teased by her classmates because she is something different. The girl's name is Wanda Petronsky. She's a girl who comes from the poor part of the town. She's the only student in her class with a funny Polish name. So the name Petronsky, that is a funny name for her classmates. So they tease her about her name. And also, she is quiet and she always wears the same faded blue dress to school every day. Although she claims that she has 100 dresses at home, all lined up in a closet. So, what she tells her friends is that she has 100 dresses all lined up neatly in a closet, but the thing is, she always wears the same blue dress to school. The story is told from the perspective of one of Wanda's classmates, that is Maddie, who is the best friend of the main player in the daily taunting and teasing. So, this story is told from the perspective of Maddie, and Maddie is Wanda's classmate. Also, Maddie has a best friend who always teases Wanda for her name, for her dress, and for everything. So, Maddie's best friend always teases Wanda, and the story is told from the perspective of Maddie. Wanda is absent for a few days, and they realize that Wanda has moved away to the big city where Wanda and her family will not be mistreated for being different. And Maddie, she begins to wonder about the girl she and her friends used to constantly tease and realizes that she knows very little about her. So Maddie is now wondering about Wanda, and she understands that she knows only very little about her. She begins to wonder why they started teasing her in the first place and is overcome with guilt for making fun of her simply because she is poor and she has a funny different name from all others. Now Maddie thinks, or she knows, that she should have stood up against her friend and defended Wanda. So her best friend Peggy always teases Wanda, and Maddie thinks that she should have avoided it. She should have told her best friend not to do that, but she didn't do. She didn't tell Peggy not to tease Wanda because she was afraid that if she told so, it might cause a rupture in their relationship, in the relationship between she and her best friend Peggy. If she tells her not to tease Wanda, maybe Peggy might stop speaking to her. So, she kept quiet. She also stood with Peggy in teasing Wanda, though in her inner heart she felt sad. Later, Maddie and her friends, they discover that Wanda is a very talented artist and that her drawings are very great. Like one day she drew a picture of 100 beautiful dresses that hung up in the closet. So she drew that picture and she had won the school art contest. She had won the first prize in the school arts contest for her painting. So the girls, they realized that they had actually misjudged Wanda and they feel incredibly guilty for never believing her stories of 100 dresses. And in the end, the girls, they write a letter to Wanda hoping to make amends, and they are pleasantly surprised by her willingness to forgive. So the truth about the same 100 dresses, it was revealed on the result day of the drawing competition, and the room was having 100 drawings representing different dresses. Each one was extremely beautiful. So that day they realized that she truly had 100 dresses and all was lined up. But instead of lining them up in her room, it was lined up in the classroom. And at that time, Peggy and Maddie, they were very awestruck, and they realized the theory of the 100 dresses, and they really felt guilty about having treated her so badly. So they later apologize and she accepts their apology. So that's all about the story. And from the story we can conclude that it is that it is the way we treat others. The story is about the matter that doesn't mistreat anyone for being different. So the way we treat others is important. We should not treat anyone because of the way, like their physical appearance or their their wealth or anything. We should treat people equally. We should treat them based on their kindness, or we should look at a person not on his external appearance but on his inner heart. That is how a person should be viewed or valued. So we should not mistreat someone based on their physical appearance. And this story is teaching everyone that we should never make fun of the unique differences of our fellow human beings. So that's it. That's all about the story. The question answers and the rest of the things will be discussed later. So first, listen to this audio, okay?